Everyone told him to get a real job. He had a 2.6 GPA, $140 in his account, and an app nobody downloaded. 10 years later, 22 million people have his app on their phone. He never took a single dollar from investors. This is how. 2003. You're 11, Columbus, Ohio. Not the poor part, not the rich part. The part where dads work at the plant and moms clip coupons and nobody talks about money directly. They just talk about what they can't afford this month. There's an Xbox at your cousin's house. You go there every Friday. Halo 2. You don't play to win. You play to figure out how it works. Why does the shotgun feel different from the BR? Why does the map force you into certain corridors? You don't have words for what you're analyzing. You're 11, but you're analyzing it. At school, there's a computer lab, 20 machines, Windows XP, a teacher who mostly reads a newspaper. The other kids go on miniclip. You find Newgrounds, Flash games, stick figures fighting, physics puzzles someone made in their bedroom. You sit there and think, one person made this. One person, a computer, and it just exists. That thought stays with you. 2008, you're 16. Your parents buy a used HP laptop for $280. It's for school. You nod. 2 weeks later, you found a YouTube tutorial series on how to make a game in GameMaker. The guy recording it is in his car. Terrible audio, but he explains everything clearly. You follow along. Your first game is a rectangle that moves when you press arrow keys. That's it. It can't jump. It can't shoot. It just moves. You play it for 45 minutes straight. 2010. Senior year. Everyone's talking about college. You apply to Ohio State engineering because that's what makes sense. You get in, you go, you sit in a lecture hall with 300 other students and learn calculus you already half understand and physics you don't care about. But the dorms have fast internet. Unlimited, no one watching. You find Angry Birds. This is important. Not because it's fun, it's fine, but because you read an article about how two Finnish guys made it with a small team and it's now the top downloaded app in history. You read the article 3 times. You download Xcode. You've never written a line of Objective-C in your life. The documentation is brutal. You close it, open it, close it again. You don't quit. This is the only thing that matters later. 2011. You make your first iPhone app, a flashcard app for studying. Boring, functional, badly designed. You charge $0.99. You tell everyone in your dorm. First week, 3 downloads. One is your mom. One is your roommate Jake, who forgot he downloaded it. One is a stranger. And that stranger is the only thing you think about for the next month. A stranger paid me $1 for something I made on a laptop in a dorm room. You drop Calc 2. You pick up a second programming book. 2012. You're 20, sophomore year, and you've read everything you can find about the App Store. The gold rush is real. People are quitting jobs, making apps, getting rich, or at least the articles say so. Reality? The store has 500,000 apps and most of them make nothing. You make a to-do list app, then a weather app, then a tip calculator. Each one gets maybe 50 downloads. The tip calculator makes $12 total. You screenshot the $12 revenue screen and stare at it. Summer 2012, you stay on campus. You don't go home. You're working on something bigger. A simple tower defense game. You've been playing Kingdom Rush obsessively. Not for fun, for homework. Mapping every mechanic, every wave, every upgrade path. September 2012, you publish the game. First day, 22 downloads. First week, 74 downloads. Paid conversion, 0. Your roommate Jake, who's pre-law, asks how it's going. Good, you say. You are lying. 2013, you take a hard look at what actually works. You spend 2 weeks in the App Store top charts. Not playing games, reading. Every top game has the same structure. Simple loop, daily return hook, soft currency, premium currency. You've seen this before in different clothes. You design a new game in a notebook first. No code, just loops, just systems. A dungeon crawler, auto battle, hero collection, daily login rewards, simple enough to explain in 10 seconds. Deep enough to charge for later. You code it in 7 months. Nights, weekends, between classes you're failing. You graduate with a 2.6 GPA and a finished game. May 2014, app goes live. You're 22, living in a $640 a month apartment with Jake, working 25 hours a week at a coffee shop for $9.50 an hour, which covers rent and ramen and nothing else. First month, 800 downloads, 15 paying users, revenue, 47. You look at that number. You are not discouraged. You are confused. The game is good. You know it's good. So why isn't it moving? A guy on Reddit's r game dev post, your game is invisible. Good product doesn't matter without distribution. This is the most important sentence you'll read in your 20s. Late 2014, you learn what ASO means, App Store optimization, you rewrite your description 4 times, you change your screenshots, you cold email 80 gaming blogs, 60 don't respond, 15 say no, 5 write about you, downloads jump to 4,200 that month, revenue $340, still not enough, but you see the lever now. It's not the product, it's the attention. 2015, Facebook ads. You put in $200, basically your emergency fund, and run your first campaign. Cost per install, $1.80. You get 111 installs, 12 pay. Average payment, $4.20. You made $50 on a $200 spend. That's a loss. But you understand something. The math can work. You just need to tune it. You get a second job, delivery driver, Friday and Saturday nights. You use that money entirely for ad testing. You treat it like tuition for a school that teaches you something real. By December, you found the targeting combination that works. Males 22 to 35. Interest in fantasy RPGs, iOS only, evening hours. CPI drops to 0.90. Paying rate goes to 9%. Average payment, $5.10. You're at break even, which feels like winning. 2016. You quit the coffee shop. Not the delivery driving yet. That's still funding ads, but the coffee shop. You run ads every day. You watch every metric. You add a second game, simpler, a puzzle game with a seasonal theme. You learn that seasonal themes spike downloads. Christmas skin on an existing mechanic. You make $2,200 in December alone. February 2017. You quit the delivery driving. Your parents don't understand what you do. Your dad keeps asking if you're going to get a real job in software, Microsoft, Google, somewhere with benefits. You say you're working on it. You are not working on it. 2017 revenue, $84,000. You're 25. You move into a 1-bedroom apartment by yourself for the first time. You buy a real desk. 2018. You see hyper casual, Helix Jump, Knife Hit, Aquapark.io. Games that look like they took a week to make because they did. Billions of downloads driven by Facebook video ads that show the gameplay loop in the first 2 seconds. No story, no depth, just a satisfying thing on loop forever. You think, this is cheap, this is shallow, then you look at the numbers. Helix Jump, 100 million downloads. Ad revenue at scale, terrifying. You make a hyper-casual prototype in 11 days. It gets featured by Apple. 280,000 downloads week 1. Ad revenue, month 1, $31,000. You call your mom. She cries a little. You don't tell her the exact number. You say it's going really well. In 2019, you release 6 hyper-casual games, 2 fail, 2 do okay, 2 hit. You hire your first employee, a developer from Upwork, then full-time, based in Austin. His name is Marcus. He's better at Unity than you. March 2020, the world stops. Mobile gaming goes up 60% in 2 months. Your 2 best games are in the top charts simultaneously for 11 days. 2020 revenue, $1.1 million. You stare at that number in a Google Sheet in your apartment during lockdown at 11 p.m. on a Tuesday and feel, not joy exactly, more like, okay, it was real. 2021, you hire 4 more people, you move into an actual office, WeWork, 8 desks, you feel like a fraud the first time you sit in a meeting room with a glass wall. 2022, Apple changes its privacy rules, IDFA deprecation, the ability to track users across apps gets crippled overnight. Your Facebook ad performance collapses, CPI triples, 3 of your ad campaigns become unprofitable in 1 week. You sit with your team, 6 people now, and say, we figure it out or we die. Those are the options. You pivot to TikTok ads, organic content, creator partnerships. It takes 4 months to rebuild what you lost. You lose $180,000 in that stretch. You don't close, you rebuild. Because you've been here before. The platform always changes. That's the only constant. 2024, 8 people, 4 active games, 22 million total installs, monthly revenue stable at $180,000 to $220,000, not Supercell, not King, but yours. Every dollar, every line of code, no investors, no VC, no one you owe anything to. You still check the dashboard every morning before you do anything else. Old habit. There's a number on the screen, new installs yesterday. You look at it, put the phone down, and open your laptop. There's always more to build. The first app made $47. The laptop cost $900 on credit. The apartment smelled like ramen. That's not the point. The point is, you opened Xcode when you didn't know what Objective-C was. You lost $200 on your first ad campaign and ran another one the next week. You saw the dashboard say 0 for months and kept adding features. Every person you know who quit wasn't less talented, wasn't less smart. They just close the laptop. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is simple. Would you close it?